we know from various stories that one of the four principals was initially quite resistant to the idea, Carole, and she had to be won over. How did that process take place? How did it happen that you got into production?
Well, like all showbiz stories, it started with a phone call. I got a call from a man who was the president of EMI Music, and he said, I want you to come down and see me. I have a show in mind. I want you to produce it for me. So I thought, what's not to lose, you know? I went down and saw him, and he said, we have these songs that are kind of brill building, like the Carole King catalog. She would like to also have her friends, Barry and Cynthia, Barry Mann and Cynthia Wilde part of it, and I think there's a show in all of this. And I said to him, why in a million years would you call me? I said, I don't really, this is not my period, it's not my material. I do Rodgers and Hammerstein, Jerry Herman, I'm more traditional musical theater. And he said, well, you're the person who, my research tells me, got the Berlin Sisters to give you the rights to write White Christmas. He says, and whoever got them to say yes has something that you know how to get people to say yes to. He said, so give it a try. So I went, So I called up the people, and I had 4 songwriters and 2 managers, so I had 6 people. Not one of them had the same idea. And all of them knew exactly what the show should be. You know, one of them wanted a retrospective of their material. One of them had a show that it was already written. One of them wanted it to be a documentary. And one of them didn't want the show to happen at all. That was Carole. So I called him back and I said, this is impossible, it's never gonna happen. He said, that's why I called you, make it happen. And 2 years later, we had the rights and we were doing the show. But it was a lot of listening and fetching and it'll never happen, oh my God, it's gonna be awful, don't worry, it'll be okay. You know, you're dealing with 4 very creative people with very strong ideas, which is why they've been so successful and wonderful. And now we were coming in saying, yeah, you know, I like that idea, we're not gonna do that. And somehow everyone calmed down and we got the show, and it's a wonderful show, and we're very proud of it. But that's how it happened.